Hi guys, what's up? I'm Mary Richardson, Rapid Transformational Therapy Practitioner. I help professionals and entrepreneurs to move past the things that keep them stuck. Maybe that's high anxiety, self-doubt, procrastination, self-defeating habits, even healing from a narcissistic relationship. Maybe you had a narcissistic parent. Maybe you had a narcissistic boss or a partner, a spouse. Those specific type of relationships can take a lot of healing to get past and maintain your healing. So in this video on that same subject, I'd like to talk about how narcissists manipulate you. I'm going to give you 5 ways that they try to manipulate you. So let's jump in. First of all, what is a narcissist? Just a quick review for those of you who haven't been following me. I have loads of videos out there, but real quick, a narcissist is someone who lacks empathy. They don't just lack empathy, they don't have the capacity to feel what anyone around them might be feeling. So as a child, you were taught, like, look at how, what you said might have hurt someone else's feelings. A narcissist totally lacks that ability. And they know that what they do is wrong, but they don't care. So they don't care about improving themselves in any real meaningful way. If you bring up self-improvement to a narcissist, they will think, oh, maybe I should read more, they might say. Or maybe they should, do something really, maybe I should have someone cook me healthier meals or something like that. It's always someone doing something else for them, even though they're perfectly capable. So a narcissist, you might find that also they may think that just walking on the treadmill just makes them an amazing person, right? Which it is great, it is, but that one time you need to repeat it over and over in order to reach your goal, right, of losing weight or being healthier. They might boast for days about how they, walked on a treadmill or how they did something very ordinary, very common, very normal for the rest of us, right? Where we would think, well, we can, encourage ourselves. That's great that I did it one time, but I need to keep it up and keep doing it so I achieve my goal. No, a narcissist has an inflated ego and they do everything from their ego. That's why they believe they're special, why they believe they deserve more. Everybody should be catering to their emotions and give them all kinds of attention. Everybody should listen to their opinions, and most of all, constant reassurance. They need constant reassurance because underneath that inflated ego is a very, very insecure person. So that's the background on a narcissist. They will often not reach out for help because honestly, they do not believe they need help. They believe everyone around them needs help, but they won't look at the reason that the people are around them that are so unhappy is because of them, because of what they're doing to them. Narcissistic abuse is real, can be physical, it's always emotional, and it's very, very damaging, especially to children. If you have a narcissistic boss, a narcissistic partner, narcissistic abuse is very traumatic. It's a trauma for sure. So narcissists, how they manipulate you is they've learned that they don't really care that they can't feel empathy for a person. They say they do, and they will say all the right things, but it won't be in any kind of genuine way. What I mean by that is they might say they feel bad that you're going through a bad time, but if that's true, why do they keep bringing it up in a way that's very painful for you, in a non-supportive way? They'll bring up things that they know are painful for you. Once they know your history, once they know the things that you aren't, that you struggle with, they'll constantly bring that up. And it won't be in a encouraging way. It won't be because you brought it up. They'll bring it up first. Why? Because they love having people around them upset. And a red flag about a narcissist is they're always talking about themselves. Everything is always about them and not very much about how they're, most of us are reaching, growing, striving for something, to be a better person, to be better than we were the day before. A narcissist will say that, but they won't do it, right? In other words, they won't work on being less condescending, less disparaging. The minute they're alone, they're right back tearing down someone around them, whether they're present or not. So that's a narcissist. So how they manipulate you is they may say things like, oh, you do this so well, or you do that so well. And it can be something from your childhood. Maybe you had a narcissistic parent, and that parent might say something about you that, oh, you did this so well, and you were always so great at this as a child, you know. And these are common things that you already know about, but they'll say it like you need that validation, sort of like like it means something to you to know that as a child you were very caring. Like, I'm still caring. You know, I'm still a very caring person. They will say that like it's like coming from them, it should mean something extra special. But in fact, like, you already know who you are and that you're a good person. So it's fake caring. They don't really care about what you are struggling with in a way like they could help you. They care about information from you. That's what they care about. Think about someone writing a book. So how they manipulate you is they get all the intel on you, especially the negative things. All right. Then they hold that in their memory until they need something from you. And then they will bring it out and pick at your pain points. They will pick at what your struggles are in order to make you feel really, really bad about yourself, because it gives them narcissistic supply. They feel better about themselves. So how they control you, how they manipulate you, is to get control over you, especially your emotions. So if they can keep you upset, if they can keep you feeling more and more pain, and then they act like they're caring, it guarantees them that you'll keep coming around because you think for a while that they care about you. But then you realize, wait a minute, now I want to be happy. I want to laugh. I want to have happy conversations, but they aren't in a position where they could do that ongoing. They can fake it for a moment, but not ongoing. All right, so let's go on. Another way narcissists manipulate you, control you, is by invalidating you. They invalidate your own importance. So as a child, if you had a narcissistic parent, they will often want to convince you or groom you that you could never be that, like this person's child. Oh, well, they're prom queen, or they're a football player, or they're doing this, or they invented that, or they, in other words, what you are is never enough. So no matter what you do, even if it's their suggestion that you do something, even if you do it, it would be never enough. Oh, you're still not good enough. So that's the feeling, how they invalidate you, how they invalidate, like a boss invalidating an employee, is that doing more than your job is sort of expected, they might say. But if you were to just only do your job, well, that wouldn't be good enough either. If you go way above and beyond doing your job and do loads of work where you're working yourself, you know, way more than you need to, than you're required to, they will make you feel like it's just still not good enough, even though you know you're doing a good job. So they get you feeling bad about yourself. That's a hallmark of the narcissist. Another way they manipulate you, control you, is that they will often reach out to you if you try to break off contact or go no contact or limited contact. They want that control to be able to determine when and how they contact you. In other words, they have an idea that they will determine when you're able to leave them. Yeah, like you're not allowed to have your own thoughts, your own feelings, your own emotions, make your own decisions. They will determine whether or not you can get away from them. And that's where it becomes emotionally very dangerous, and this is just for general information. I'm not a medical doctor, doesn't replace seeing a medical doctor, psychologists, however you have to heal from those relationships. This is generalized knowledge so that you can know how they try to manipulate you. So they might say things like, it's really important that I talk to you. I need to talk to you right away. You need to call me right away. So of course, a normal person will call, and then they find out it's absolutely nothing important. They just want attention. They want to be able to control you to get you, to give them attention. Another thing that they do is they might ask you over and over, they know what your boundaries are, and they will bring it up over and over and over again until you finally say, my answer is no. And then they'll say, oh, you're really upset now. Now I'm a victim. Now they're the victim. So they play the victim role very, very well, making you think that you did something wrong. And then they heap on shame and guilt and all of that. So with a narcissist, you have to be very much a gray rock, uninteresting, unemotional. Narcissists can't stand two types of people: people who are happy and people who are unemotional. So choose one, and you'll find that it will just be like a repellent to a narcissist. So they do try to manipulate you in these ways. I hope this helps you. I'm Mary Kay Richardson. I'll see you on the next video. I help professionals and entrepreneurs to get past the things that really keep you stuck and hold you back from your best self, from your best life. Bye for now.